Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon.
Law as a vocation is an ever-learning profession. It's a perfect opportunity for the younger members to upgrade their knowledge in terms of jurisprudence and legal precedents. For instance, take up major judgments of the past 6 months of various courts or identify areas of interest and research on them. There are excellent online courses available. For instance, Harvard is conducting various online courses on comparative religions, contract laws, etc. But most importantly, relax, spend time with the family, and pursue your hobbies. Personally, I've been listening to Begum Akhtar, Fareed Ayaz, and Venkatesh Prasad, old-time favorites Julio Iglesias, Neil Diamond, Eddie Calvert and Benny Goodman for trumpets, and of course my wife and I thoroughly enjoy Beatles, Hey Jude, All My Loving, Yesterday, brings back memories, very fond memories. My kids have also introduced both of us to some of the music that they enjoy, and I must confess I've thoroughly enjoyed listening it with them. Trevor Daniels, Diplo, Dua Lipa have become my new favorites. My kids could probably kill me for this, but I've really enjoyed listening to them. I'm grateful to my chamber colleagues for introducing and recommending some very interesting books to me, and I'd like to share those authors with you. Maya Angelou, Susan Sontag, Sylvia Plath, amongst many that they recommended, and I have thoroughly enjoyed reading books written by them. Also, for some wildlife enthusiasts, Kruger has some online programs now, or online visits to the safaris, which are now live on YouTube, and they do it twice a day, and you can literally participate in that safari and ask questions from the ranger who conducts those safaris. Personally, I was recently reading We the Corporations by Adam Winkler. It's a book on how American businesses won their civil rights. Made very interesting reading, and like this, there are hundreds of books that you could pick up and read. Cooking is another passion with me, and I've spent quite a bit of time doing that, much to the discomfort of the rest of the family members. Now coming to the first question, which is technology and its impact on the courts. The courts have been proactive and hands-on in dealing with the situation, the urgent situation as it emerged. They ensured that access to justice is not impeded. Urgent matters were listed and heard through video conferencing. A streamlined mechanism for filing and listing of matters was evolved, and various PILs came to be taken up, where important directions on public health and safety were given. As far as positives and shortcomings with regards to the procedure surrounding these changes are, the immediate positives that I can see are that there's been an acceleration in the use of technological interface. The Supreme Court and other stakeholders over the years had been working on it, but the pandemic has really pushed the idea into execution. And it truly gives impetus to the last mile access to justice. Things may be at an early stage, but as we go along, they will evolve, and the infrastructure surely will improve, and we'll see a far more efficient working of the system few months down the line. A litigant who earlier couldn't afford to fly down his counsel to Delhi or wanted to avail of the services of a counsel from Delhi can now easily do it without incurring the kind of cost that he used to, both in terms of fees of the counsel and the travel expenses. The procedure may have a few shortcomings. For instance, there have been cases where a link provided to a counsel did not work, or some counsel got locked out because of bandwidth constraints. But then this is really housekeeping stuff which can be taken care of, and I'm sure in days to come will be remedied. Another question posed to me by the bar and bench was that how would technology impact advocacy? I think the manner in which a matter is presented will undergo a huge change. The traditional ways of presenting documents, case law across the bar will be outdated. The focus would be a lot more on pre-hearing management in terms of proper preparation of the paper books for the court and the councils, exchange of documents, advanced copies of documents, case law being exchanged between parties, and the whole approach will have to be a lot more planned than usual. Also, the style of advocacy will undergo a change. I think we'll have to get used to not interrupting each other, which in any case should not happen in a court proceeding either. But unfortunately, in the Indian courts, this is a practice which needed to be dissuaded, where counsels tended to interrupt each other while they were arguing. And audio hearings, video hearings will go a long way in this direction. Also, video and Zoom conferences will have a huge impact as far as better utilization of time by the law firms and lawyers are concerned. I've done a few video conferences in the last few days, and I must say that even for a fossil like me who's so technologically challenged, I found it so immensely useful that sitting wherever we were in different parts of the country or in the same city, the conferences went off so well and so efficiently, saving time, energy, cost, and money. And this time saved would be utilized by all law firms, briefing counsels, and lawyers to be diverted to better preparation of briefs, to spending more time reading, and general efficiency in the system. As far as guidelines for the same are concerned, I think these guidelines are definitely required. For a litigating lawyer, there are a lot of people who may not be as adept or used to using technology, and surely bar associations going further from here will have to develop training courses, guide them, help them, and lawyers will, yes, have to also invest in IT infrastructure to begin with. But I'm sure once things settle down, pretty much all lawyers will have some kind of a support system in their offices. Of course, young lawyers would need a lot more support in this direction, and I'm sure the bar associations and the bar council would work in this direction. But all in all, the technology and its impact on the courts has been positive, and in days to come, I see a far more efficient working of the system thanks to the use of technology. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care.